money, where the food. Cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. I see the bad way you've been do. You don't turn Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. And take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, we dey beg you. Let Nigeria no go scatter for your head, yo. Yes, after the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change, yo. Cause all the promise when they make, they don't be like saying a fake, yo. And where the money, where the food. Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. No employment for the youth. And security no improve. Inflation don't they hit the roof. Still government no they say the truth. Oh yeah my brother, this change na yawa. We don't do this suffer. Pray God for Nigeria. Oh yeah my sister, this government na yawa. You don't do this suffer. We pray God for Nigeria. After the election where them do, we still dey wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, try don't they be like saying a fake you. Where the money, where the food. Nigerian people want improve. But since you don't let
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. MaiyegunDiary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo.
Good afternoon to you. Tonight's broadcast is going to be a little bit awkward. I mean, the way we're going to work with it. I couldn't add my friends on Facebook to this broadcast, okay? But I'm going to invite them by other means, right? While we invite them, while you share the broadcast to invite them, right? I'm going to invite them through other means, and while you do that, let's share the broadcast. So I'm just going to use that. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. MaiyegunDiary Politico. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́kọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Thank you.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Thank you. Share the broadcast.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Lórí YouTube. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Thank you.
Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Yes, if you're watching me on Facebook and you're watching me on YouTube right now, I'm inviting you, especially if you're watching me on Facebook. You can join us through the link on that Facebook broadcast if you want to see better, okay? And also, maybe having problem with the Facebook connection at some point. Open that link, join us there, and you will enjoy this broadcast better. So let me continue. Invite others. Thank Share the broadcast.
Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Thank you very much. Now, I think we should get started. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you're watching from. And this is Maiyegun live. Facebook has been acting crazy. So I decided that my friends on Facebook, they can get to know that Maiyegun is live. And if you want to join, just click that link, like I said, and join us on YouTube, because that is the easiest place where I can share some of this visual content of what I'm about to discuss with you tonight, especially the latest from the court, where Abba Kyari appeared in court today to ask for bail. You know, there are other things found, by the way, not just the drug. Today in court, his wife dramatically collapsed. She collapsed, and we are yet to know why she collapsed. However, they found that Abba Kyari, a police officer in Nigeria, has in his bank account, as we speak, 1.4 billion naira. Police officer, there is nowhere in the whole world that he could make that money. We know it's part of the unraveling of the, the corruption and all of that. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Also, I'm also going to take you into the drama of the PDP, people destroying people. As much as many of you believe that getting your PVC, poverty validation card, is going to be a mean to an end, possibly a mean to an end to this APC, Egbekegbe's mirage, and the calamity called APC, Egbekegbe. However, you may need to possibly hold your breath in this regard, as the poto fight between them two are about to hit the shit, is about to hit the fan. Here we are. I've got some clip. It's between Wike, Devulumayi, and the new entrant, Obaseki. I will share that with you. That's why you should go on YouTube and you'll be able to see some of this comment better, in my own opinion. However, there's also a part where the Boko Haram camp, they are already raising an alarm. They said they are sending warning to the APC crook and gang. I think I managed to tell you a few times about the latest on their charade that they called party. However, it be like say the whole thing is about to also shit about to define as well. Just today, another source confirmed that in a matter of days or weeks, Ikene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga is going to declare that he wants to be president of Nigeria. In that case, waiting then they hide. They think they say make Baba no here. Eventually they will have to bring it to into the presence of Baba. Now Baba go settle am. What they denied in the past, they will have to leave and take responsibility for it. Yes, the Ashiwaju àwọn atọ́lé, the Ashiwaju àwọn olè, Ashiwaju àwọn gbéwìrì, Ashiwaju àwọn agbèrò, Ashiwaju àwọn, you know them. This time around, have you noticed recently that suddenly he just kind of pipe low? You know, he decided to just pipe low. Yes, there's a reason for it, and you're about to find out. You're about to. So they told us, they said that Ikene Shatabandu, fake Pastor Ruga, Agbowori Baba Oja, the special advisor to Buhari on condolences matters, burial arrangements, and trader money. Fake Pastor Ruga said he is ready to build on the legacies of Buhari. No be die be that. When somebody says, I'm coming to build on the legacy of Buhari, somebody who has been part of the old legacy in the past 7 years, when your Igbin Ragbiji realized the pressure, you know what he did? A lion, somebody they described as kingmaker, was so scared that they are about to she is yeye. That big person that some of them are pushing there, the swagger at all. He decided to jump into the plane and flew to Abuja to go and tell Buhari that, listen, oh, I want to, we had a chat. You said I will be president after you. I want to build on your legacy. No be die, be that. Now you have two people who claim to be Yorubas. That you are from Yoruba land doesn't really mean that you have the love of Yoruba at heart. If you are in doubt, check the record of this guy, of this crook I've mentioned so far. You get what I mean now? Oh, I'm a Yoruba man. I love Yoruba land. Prove it. That is what fake Pastor Ruga couldn't prove. That is what Tinubu couldn't prove. That is what those who are parading themselves as political representatives of Yoruba land, they are yet to prove. So now they are saying we have two Yorubas who want to be president. Oh, they are Yorubas. Oh, let us, you know what I mean? Let us support them, kill you there. Amen. So it's about to go down. And Maiyegun is here to what? To confirm and acknowledge the prophecy. That's what you call it. You say it's prophecy, isn't it? Oh, Maiyegun, you said it. I'm not the only one, but I am one of those that will remind you that, listen, it's about to go down. Oh, yes, it's about to go down. Tinubu suddenly, I don't know if you noticed so, but I'm not asking the Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, obedient fools, and sophisticated morons. I can't ask you about Tinubu because you have been living in denial all your lives. Have you noticed that the swagger? Because you know why? When the swagger man said he wanted to be president, he went to Buhari, the Mr. Calamity, and said, I will build on your legacy. Waiting be the legacy of a division, the legacy of a corruption, the legacy of a bloodbath, the legacy of a stealing and looting, the legacy of a state-sponsored terrorism. Those are the legacies. Legacy of poverty. Yes. And somebody said, I'm going to build on it. Immediately he left us old rock. What did he do? He jumped the plane and he started going on a bazaar trip all over northern Nigeria, telling them, I am coming to build on Buhari's legacy. Many of them were like, which legacy? I guess we say all of us just say wait. We just say wait. Make the weary, make the lifeless breathing mannequin disappear from this whole thing. When I go can't realize, say, you think saying all of you mad? They complain about Nigeria, be and in northern Nigeria, where they are killing and murdering and blooding people every day, kidnapping people. Majority of them are keeping quiet, pretending. So this way is coming to say he wants to build on the legacy. Okay, so he had a very few days. He was all everywhere. He was everywhere in the north. He was giving money to everybody in every state. Then he jumped down to Yoruba land. That was when he peed himself. You remember that part? That's when he peed himself. That's when they now said, listen, you need to begin to look into your baba's wardrobe, the Pampers. I mean, you can't have all this money and you can't afford a regular Pampers that will make it. I mean, we all wear agbada. You are not wearing a suit that will show that which time Tinubu can't get yansh like this. And they will say, oh, no be yansh. Now Pampers. But now agbada, nobody will see it. Pack it well. Pampers, you know what I mean? At least when he was unable to talk well, they realized that if he's holding a microphone, his hand will be shaking. What did they do? They gave him one hands-free microphone. Hands-free microphone. Something like that. That was when he came to Yoruba land and said he wanted to be president because of the future of our children. No be juju be that. But do you know that if he was to continue, if not because of these signals coming, all the signals no good though. Take that from me. And if you feel like we'll wait, yes, we'll wait. They don't reach. The signals are not good. They are seeing it, they are feeling it. Since the signals are not good, we should pipe low and look around very well before we move. And if we want to move to anywhere next, where do you think they are going to move to? Igbo land, Biafra land. What do you think Tinubu will tell the Igbo people who are living under the occupation of the Nigeria military, Nigeria police, Nigeria DSS, Fulani terrorists, the Igbo people, the Biafrans who have been living under the occupation of the Nigerian government, killing and kidnapping them, jailing and, imprison, making them to disappear, setting them up and all of that on Trump-prop charges. What do you think Tinubu and team will tell the Biafrans when they meet with them? So if you don't understand why they need to pipe low before they go to Biafra, before they go to Niger Delta and all those places, the signal from that top is not looking good. Maybe you are not paying attention. But don't worry. Give yourself time. There's no rush, okay? You will get there eventually. They will get there eventually. So it's going to be part of what I want to talk tonight. But don't let me prolong it. To my friends on Facebook, this is the moment you will prefer that you are on YouTube watching, okay? Because here we go. Abba Pablo Escobar, tax collector Kyari, Abba Kyari, drama king. Do you all remember this? I think I should start with this. When you saw them in court, when you saw Oshitelo in court on the 7th of March, that was last week. Then this picture in court as well. And you remember this one as well, I bet. Then you remember this. That is somebody who is not from the citizens of Nigeria. You get that now? So you can tell the difference, Abi. Well. Here is his wife earlier today when Oshitelo Pablo Escobar Kyari, drug baron Kyari, appeared in court asking the court for a grant of bail because whatever is crime, it is bailable. I think I'm going to begin to believe in the people who said there is a plot to ensure that Oshitelo Kyari completely evade justice in America, because there is a part of their law that says that if he's standing trial in Nigeria, definitely he can't be extradited until the conclusion of his case in Nigeria. Amalamu seems to be doing a kind of a human job to ensure of that. However, today opened a kind of a new vista into the whole thing. What happened? Abba Kyari came to court for bail with 6 others or so. His own crew of kidnappers, extortionists, and drug smugglers. Yes, drug runners. That's who he is. And it said they found 1.4 billion in his bank account. Also, his own deputy, the person that is next to him in this their killer squad called SARS, they found 2.5 billion naira in his own bank account, making it nearly 4 billion naira in the account of 2 police officers who have been in charge of violent criminals, kidnappers in Nigeria. As much as kidnapping has escalated as we speak, insecurity has escalated in Nigeria. Things have gone south in Nigeria. Yeah, these guys are all culprits in making that happen. You know what I mean? People have told us stories of Abba Kyari. When you get picked up by the SARS in any part of Nigeria, mostly southern Nigeria, when you get extorted or your properties are taken over by these rogues and criminals, they confiscate them without court or anything. It becomes theirs and they keep it. They sell them, they keep the money. And if they have to kill you just to bury the evidence, they will kill you and they can just allege that you are a criminal. They were given license to kill. This is what happened. And today, his wife, who knows that her husband was actually a criminal, living off the proceeds of crime, including drug smuggling. So I don't know what they told her. They said she collapsed. What's it?
They should take her to the room. They let them pour her water if there's any place so that they can pour her water so that the camera cannot be on her face.
Okay, that's the first part. However, give me a sec. Right. So I've told my friends on Facebook that it is better they join us on this platform. I mean, on YouTube, if they really want to see what we are all saying.
Open it. Can somebody open the DC?
Sorry, please
She said the wife fainted. What's happened, madam? Is it because of the heat? Maybe it's because of the heat in the courtroom. I don't know. You see, armed robbers get families, killers have families, they have loved ones, the people they will never want to hurt. Those people you saw there, they are the families of Abba Kyari and then the beneficiaries of the proceeds of a crime. Or better still, those who believe that he became successful as a police officer and as a pride of their family. Or maybe they have no clue of the endemic crime that this guy committed. I'm talking about murder. If you really have to probe the guy correctly, you'll be arresting thousands of other criminals who probably are still carrying guns for Nigeria police. The same police are said to be going on a 2 weeks warning strike because they are not being paid. So suddenly somebody has 1.4 billion, 2 billion in his account. They'll say, just pray that God bless you. You know, that's one thing about Nigerians, right? That is one ideology that we have to make sure that we will never take into a nation like Yoruba nation when we eventually get there, okay? The mentality of people stealing, keeping blood money, public office holders, taking advantage of their positions to enrich themselves. Sometimes they have to actually kill blood money. And then you turn around, you say, Baba, if God bless person, anybody God bless, God can bless you anyhow. You can be a police officer and God, no, that's not blessing. That's a whack mentality that you should never, ever pass on to your children by any means, okay? It is not blessing. It is not grace. When public officials take advantage of the system and then people's lives, are taken in any means, okay? Don't pray for that. Don't wish for that. Condemn it. And if you have a chance, expose them brilliantly. Like you have Abba Kyari. Grace is to keep what is yours. It's not to take from what is from others. And in taking from others, these guys, right, they killed a lot of people. And I'm telling you that when the protest for NSAS came to, to his, zenith at the time, the victims of the system for the past 5-6 years at the time, they all came out. And people were expecting something called a class action suit or something like that, right? Where everybody would just come and sue the Nigerian government, sue the Nigerian police system. Now, finally, they caught him. They said he's actually a drug dealer, a drug runner. I mean, that's somebody that should be spending the rest of his life in jail. No joke. He should be standing trial for murder, felony, whatever you can find in the book. He should be spending thousands of years in jail. But not in Nigeria. There are people who have done worse. And I have a name. Bokwari is one of them. But do you know what? Those who are ganging up to supervise this mass murder, this poverty and the rest of that continue to kill the people, not just physically, like a complete death, but more or less like alive and not living. You get what I mean now? So those who have done those much damages are called honorable men, our leaders, blah, 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 blah. However, now when Wike jumped into the fray, that's when it becomes interesting. Remember when Atiku said he always kind of get the PDP ticket. Who is going to challenge him? He's going to get it. When they said, are you sure you are going to get the the PDP ticket? He said, of course. Have I ever failed in getting it? I'm going to get it. And they were like, okay. Wike responded and said, we will shock you. Yes, we will shock you. This one like the old PDP. And presently in PDP, just like Lagos was for the APC, Egbekegbe, or maybe still is for APC, Egbekegbe. That's how Rivers State is to PDP when it comes to deep pockets, using public fund, your money to fund election for criminals to assume political positions to further mess up your life. Yes, there are states that do fund that. PDP have their own deep purse from Rivers. The second richest state in Nigeria. So Wike has assumed the leadership of PDP in his own right. And as he talks all the time, he just came out and he told Umayi, Devil Umayi, you know that Ebonyi clown that feels like he's a little Hitler. I'm talking about Devil Umayi. The court came because PDP started the case that he became governor. He was a party chairman. He was PDP party chairman. After that, he became PDP governor. After that, he got re-elected as PDP governor. Then he met Bokwari in his dream and decided to start killing Igbos, start killing the people around him, his own brothers and sisters, just to satisfy and prove to Bokwari and his own jihadist squad that he's loyal and he will force the Ebonyi people to be loyal to them as well. Now, he ran into trouble water for that because PDP said they were not going to just look away. So they took him to court. Surprisingly, a court said, okay, he needed to vacate the place because he's left the party that made him governor. Now, the castle is about to go down, and Devil Umayi said, I am going to expose the people behind my problem. Baba, calm down. Somebody get the answer. He said, don't stress yourself. You stole our mandate, and we are going to get it back. And if you say, who be that person? Aha, you know what I'm talking about. You know that man I'm talking about.
No, Omayi. The rest assured that PDP will continue this matter. That the Supreme Court will continue with the matter. We will not take go for it. We win. So don't be saying you know those who are. There's nothing that those who are. We are PDP people. We went to court. So don't say people behind it. Who's behind? It's not PDP, it's Sonia. I'm not a member of PDP. So I should say against my party, I will not do that. So don't be, if you want to call them, call names. Nobody should be afraid of all this thing that I'm talking about. That we will know people who are responsible. Who told you that we are not responsible? You don't talk to those who are afraid of who? I'm involved. Very simple, you can't take what our property and say we should close our mouth, I can close our mouth. And say those who are behind the PDP is behind it, we are all PDP members. If your friend don't want to tell you, me, I'm involved. So nobody should threaten us. Don't threaten us. You are not our friend, you are not a member of our party. Give what belongs to our party. Give us our property back. That's what we're asking for. We do not beat you. Except when you want to come back, we'll look at it. Whatever.
Is the Lord, and you know, somehow some people are thinking that he's actually a bully. You know, power is actually an instrument of bullying. Do you know that that's what government is? You know, if government says we are going this way, and if you feel like no, why should we? Then they will tell you, oh, if you don't agree with that, we are going to punish you for that. So government is, you know, it's kind of, they have an instrument, and it is instrument of bullying. If you don't do this, we are going to arrest you. I say, why are you going to? Oh yeah, arrest him. They will arrest you. Oh, we're going to take away your freedom. We're going to take away your property if you don't pay that tax. If you fail to do this, we're going to, you know what I mean? So it's a game of power. And for those who understand the game of power very well, they will know that being bullish, talking about bullies, I mean, come on. If you are a Nigerian and all that, you grew up in Nigeria, I mean, you know what bullying is. The criminals who have been in charge of Nigeria from time immemorial have been bullies. You can't even complain about some of these things that you disagree with. You can't. You get killed, arrested, jailed, all that. And it will just happen like a flash. And you'll be asking yourself, am I still a citizen? Am I actually, is this my country? You know what I mean? So don't tell Nigerians about bully. Now the politicians are calling him bully now. Especially the Edo, Obaseki. Because he's the one who believed that he's going to shake them before PDP will take over. And if PDP thinks say they don't want to listen to him and the rest, forget it. We just let APC Egbe continue. You see your life, you are betting your what do you call it? Your survivor. I'm talking to those of you who are running about to get your poverty validation card now, okay? It's your right, get it. I mean, you know, if you have the time. But whenever you go out there, the people you are putting your bet on, you are putting your money on, right? They don't give a damn about you. They don't care. It's all about their own interest, and you can call them bullies. They always get what they wanted. Because you have been bullied to follow whatever they do. Do you understand that? Yeah, you should understand that. So they are calling him a bully. He bullied the people of Obigbo in Rivers State simply because of social media spat. Nnamdi Kanu tweeted, this and that, Wike, you know what I mean? And the next thing, Nigeria gutter media, they gave it their own headline. They published it. Where Wike just gave a response. From that moment, he said, now the people of Obigbo, they are the ones giving Nnamdi Kanu the courage to talk to him anyhow. It will show them. This guy supervised killings of Igbo people in Rivers State. But you can't even say that. Because somehow, some of you are putting your bet on them. Yeah, you are. Well, you will all come back with the BLLB. It's a Yoruba postgraduate qualification for losers. BLLB. Boshelo Loshemabo. Do you understand that? Because you are putting your bet on them. Somehow, you are thinking nothing else is going to work, but these guys coming together. Some of you are even encouraging it. They need to come together. PDP need to put their house in order. I'm like, see the youth of Nigeria. We want them to, PDP need to put their house in order. You need to put your heads in order. Many of you need to check your brain and put your brains in order. That's what you should do. Not PDP putting their house in order for you so that you can put your bet on them. Go for it. But me, if nobody give you that, I am here, I'm going to give it to you. BLLB, postgraduate certificate for losers. Now only Yoruba they offer them. Trust me, you won't find out anywhere. And I know how to give it to you. The certificate for losers. Go get your PVC. Sure, do that. Where Wike already told them, said, if you want to take out APC, Egbe, you must let another Fulani from northern Nigeria to be the PDP candidate in 2023. But with Wike, that person is not going to be Atiku. It's going to be Tambuwa. That's why some of my brothers and sisters, they call Wike Mrs. Tambuwa. So they call him a bully. He bullied his way everywhere. He killed people in Obigbo. They took their bodies away. Some bodies were dumped. They dumped inside the river between Obigbo and Imo. On record, so many people were slaughtered in their houses when Wike declared curfew and they said he was looking for IPOB. And this, you know all the story anyway. So don't tell people about, politicians who are calling him a bully. Well, don't tell us about bullies. Well, anyway, how did I get the word bully? Now from Edo State. You remember when they said, I don't know be Lagos. I don't know be Lagos. The people where they give them that confidence, the courage. Number one of them is Wike. Yeah. It was Wike. It was the one who was giving them that confidence and courage to face Oshiomole. in APC. Remember that. It was really Wike. He bullied everybody inside PDP. Don't be say PDP no dey Edo State. PDP dey Edo State. They had their own candidate. But within 3-4 days, they clear way for Obaseki and his deputy. Now, that deputy is now saying, it's been over 2 years now, that we have defeated Oshiomole. But Ile Ogba, Ono Ogba, Tinshewe Aragba. That's where we are. We are not, we are just in the middle. We have not been integrated to be member of PDP. We have not been, we cannot go back to APC. Wait till they shell go. They can't realize, say, now with the Wike day behind it. They call them bully. Wike cannot bully us. They say, Wike said, me, bully. Don't be bully. I have you bully. Oshiomole. Maybe you should hear him.
Governance is not about memorandum of understanding. Let me clearly say, and I'm saying it boldly, without any apologies to anybody, one of the basic problems in this country is leadership. One of the basic problems in this country, people who cannot stand firm and say, this is white, this is black, at all times. One of our leaders, Abba Kyari, while we are coming, said, please, Mr. Governor, don't reply. I said, I'm a politician, I will reply. And I hereby reply. If you watch and if you ask anybody, if you go and check the DNA of Godwin Obaseki, what you see in that DNA is betrayal, serial betrayal, and ungratefulness. The DNA of Obaseki is what? Betrayal, serial betrayal, and ungratefulness. Let me stand today to apologize to Adam Soshimode, who has been vindicated by telling us that we will see the true color, we will see the insincerity, we will see the ungratefulness of Governor Obaseki. So let me apologize to Adam Soshimole and to say you have been vindicated. You're right. We were wrong. I've never seen people who are so ungrateful in life. I've never seen people who can betray everything in life, never speak the truth. I will never betray any man. Because in my DNA, what is in my DNA is sincerity, consistency, and teamwork. He said that I threatened PDP if the convention was not brought to Port Harcourt. To tell you the betrayal nature, he was in APC, not knowing that he wanted to come over to BTA to PDP. I have never, and I want to put the record straight. PDP agreed that the National Convention should hold in Port Harcourt. And I came home and I called all those who own hotels, go and renovate their hotels, spend money. Over 6,000 people will enter Port Harcourt and they will sleep in the hotel. And therefore, you must keep your hotel in order. And they spent their money. Some presidential aspirants then went back to say, look, we will not go to Port Harcourt. And as a lover of this state, as a lover of this party, I said, no, you cannot make people to spend money. And then, overnight, you say you won't come again. No, that is not done. If you do that, of course, not only the state will take action by suing you, and those business owners will also sue. But assuming though not conceding, I threaten the party. I have invested in the party. River State has invested in the party. Assuming though not conceding, we have voted for PDP since 1999 till now. Ask Governor Obaseki, has he done anything for PDP? Has he voted for PDP? The only election he voted was his own election when we gave him umbrella. So who has more stake in PDP? I have more stake. Because I have supported PDP always. You have never supported PDP. Rather, it was when your godfather chased you away and you came begging, kneeling down. People came with pressure. You're a tenant, ordinarily. Ordinarily. Now, I already said, Nigerian leadership, not bullies. No problem about that. You came to beg a bully for you to have a ticket. A bully was a DG campaign, and the bully bullied you into a government house. You came to beg a bully. A bully was a DG campaign. A bully bullied you into a government house. What a shame. It did not only end that you came back with your wife to thank the bully. That after God, the bully made it possible for you to be there. People say it's politics. It is only politics that exposes human beings know their character. Without politics, you wouldn't know who is who. Without politics, you wouldn't know. That's why Peter Lee says, Dr. Peter Lee says, if you don't give a man power and money, you don't know whom that man is. Until the man gets that power and money, you don't know whom he is.
Inspirational speaker, Wike. Chris Osasa Media Group. Thanks for that short clip. It's just to add to our narrative on this program tonight. I know, put your money on them, go for them, but the reason why I'm going to continue to tell you about the disjointed, misinformed, corrupt political system that exists in Nigeria, and why any effort to say, let us try and fix it. You can't fix it. The only fixing manual that you can make use of right now is to begin the conversation about the breakup. Now, that conversation is when you begin to hear about how many people really want to still be part of this. But if you don't understand why, you could be seeing it as people from the point of, how do you put that? Point of ungratefulness. Nigeria has offered us nothing but complete misery, bloodbath, threats to life. That is what Nigeria offers. Because it could offer better if the people actually understand the reason why Nigeria is a country, or Nigeria should be a country or not. If you can make people the country, or if you can make the country about the people, then you have no country. You have concentration camps. In the case of Nigeria, unfortunately, this is the reality. Nothing offered. And the system will continue to pop up characters like this who are in charge of the destinies of millions of people, that they could stand there, spend hours talking and throwing jibes and all of that, while people die. You'll continue to have them because that's what the system offers. That's exactly why when you look at those young people who feel like their future can be shaped and planned successfully by the failed rogues and criminals, outdated, outspent, expired rogues who are living on borrowed time at your own expense, could formulate policies, you could bring ideas that will make their future indeed safe or guaranteed. Can't see through the charade. That is why they are still jumping up for this old rogue, jobless, unproductive leeches that they call leaders. Osinbajo is coming out. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. He will be declaring soon, and their mud fight is going to be our own content to educate you further. That why do you want to waste your energy, your time, your resources trying to convince somebody or a group of people that Nigeria can still work when obviously you know, nah, it's never going to. Not like this. So they will come out, they'll push it, they'll push you, they'll bamboozle you, they will do a lot of psychological manipulation, but you need to stay sharp. And that is why when they come now, the message of you being a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman, and even if you don't like, even if they have nothing to offer you, but remember they are Yorubas. As they are Yoruba, give them a chance. You have been giving them chance and chances upon chances upon chances. And today, many of you know that no amount of chances you give to them, you will continue to be the victim of their own greed and selfishness. Now, there's a time to put a stop to it. Part of the time to put a stop to it is where some shows that if we can't just sit back and be docile and then expect that all of this is going to stop. Our people says that an idle and is a devil's workshop. Is that how they say that? Idle and is devil's workshop. So our people have never been given options that requires them to think for themselves and think for others. You get what I mean now? It's a two thing. Nigeria has taught us to be what? Or now, like Professor Banji Akintoye said on this program, he said, if there is anything we have learned from Nigeria, when we finally have Oduduwa Republic or Yoruba Nation, he said we have learned two things: how not to run a country, and the second one is how to run a country aground. Two things that an average Yoruba must have at the back of their mind. If you must think about where you are going, you should never forget where we are coming from. So if you are moving us out of Nigeria, yes, remember that we have learned two things from Nigeria that is so crucial to our future. Something you can say to your children. You know why we need Yoruba Nation? And you know why I believe that a Yoruba Nation will never fail? And your children will ask, Mommy, how did you know that? Well, I will tell you. Do you know that the history of us being forced to be part of a Nigeria today and then seconded our real and true identities? These, what do you call it? How should I put that for you? Yeah, secondment, putting us in the second to Nigeria, hiding our identity and all that. So yeah, something like then you'll be like, if we have to have a better country, yeah, we must remember that though we were forced together, our identity seconded, and we're relegated to what we are now. And that Nigeria gave us nothing back but misery, death, poverty, corruption, self-centeredness, selfishness, and so many other vices you can think of. And what did that do? It made our people poorer, weaker, and vulnerable. We don't want to see that happen. in a country that is indeed chosen by the people themselves. And we also know that if you want to have a successful country where the people matter, you must never run it like they run Nigeria. These two lessons are what professionals, professors, researchers, scholars should help us broaden. Tell them, why do you think Yoruba land will be better? Ideology behind it. Because we have learned, or we are learning a lesson from Nigeria. We can tell from A to Z or A to Z how this journey of total destruction of Nigeria started to where we are today. And we don't want to take ourselves down that route as well. No, we won't. Once the ideology is completely, programmed and structured in a way to say, we don't want to end up like Nigeria. Do you understand that? I bet you do. That's what we are learning. And when we have every chance of talking to people and say, well, why do you think Nigeria should break? You say, well, there's so many reasons why. But the first thing is this: the people never agreed to be part of a country called Nigeria. Historically, never. And with the level of division, the level of unfair imbalance and what have you, that has that have further widened that gap of fake one Nigeria today, which is so obvious anyway. The further you see that, the better for us to say, let us start having that conversation. A situation where one ethnic nationality will go on a killing rampage, and the other ethnic nationalities, they will also go on killing rampage in retaliation, and it is like a killing spree. And then the politicians at the center of it, the government at the center of it, they started politicizing that, ethnicizing that, religionizing that, doing all manner of things in order to continue to profit from that chaos. That chaos can only end if the people are allowed to discuss, do you want to still be together or not? That conversation is so crucial, and those who are benefiting from this rot, all these ones that are, fighting themselves on your behalf, spending and stealing your money on your behalf, plundering and then wasting them as much as they can on your behalf, then, you can be able to put an end to that. That's my own belief. So you choose your battle. We choose our battle because we don't want to be idle. Do you understand that? Idle hands will always be devil's workshop. If you don't agree with the rotten system, you don't sit idle. What are you doing about it? What can you do about it? What can you move? Who and who can you team up with? Then you begin to look into all of the possibility of building network of like-minded people who can indeed influence the larger number of the people, the populace, with an idea that keeps them occupied, engaged, involved, and at the same time hopeful. Now, this idea means those who are tired of the system, those who are tired and asking, what do you want us to do? Keep them engaged, get them all busy. Then the politicians will begin to lose out the numbers of people they continue to manipulate about and all of that. When they begin to lose that stream, they begin to lose that steam, and you begin to gain them, engaging them, the battle is half won. Trust me, it is a practicable theory that I would love to see happen, especially now that I have some authorization from the leaders of those who have been doing similar thing in Yoruba land, those who believe that the idea to combat and conquer those who are oppressing us and those who have been taking advantage of us, those who have conditioned us to see them
the problem makers as well as the solution givers. Yeah, those who have forced us into that, the people who have managed to give us alternative. What do we have? Ourselves. How do we go about it? By holding hands in some belief that many people will call crazy because it's so new. They are never used to having alternatives. People never get to have alternatives, right? Most of the time, when you are running away from one rogue criminals, like you are running away from the politicians, you're gonna run into the hands of the murderous, lawless, barbarians called the military. And when they form their own government, it's also killing spree, looting spree, and poverty spree, right? Then you try and say, no, we are not going to be with you anymore. This military, they are heartless. They are not human. We're going to go to these politicians again and say, okay, politicians, we hope you have learned your lesson, right? Now, can you take charge of the country and treat the people right? Give them what is right, and at least keep them less agitated. Enough that if they have to agitate for anything, it won't be them being treated like worse than animals in their own country. Can you do just that, politicians? Oh yeah, they start making promises. We're going to build you this, we're going to do you that, we're going to unite you, we're going to do this, blah, 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 blah. Then they do the opposite. They do the opposite. Then you come together again and say, oh, we wish the military can just take over. We wish that we can just do this and that. You see, it's all like a rat race. Catch 22. Rat race. You run from here and there, from point A to point B to C or D. You find yourself still in the circle because they created that block. They created that system and they told you, go through the right way. If you don't like what is going on, you have to go through the right channel. Do you know why they told you to go through the right channels when you are not happy? Because they created the right channel. They created the channel. They control the channel. And they ask you, go through the right channel if you are not comfortable with the system. No, you don't go through this their channel. You go over the channel. Those who are ready to go over and above the channel, they are those they call the rebels. Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, the Biafrans, the Yorubas, the Middle Beltans, those who are completely speaking out and saying, no, 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 this is not right. This is so wrong. Yes, they want Nigeria, but this is not the Nigeria they wanted. This is not what they expected. Now, they want to speak up, but they can't. That's why the people who created that channel go and run for office. You don't need to be saying break up and all of that. Go and join politics. Go and run for office. Go and contest election. When you win, you can do this and that and blah, 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 blah. They are telling you psychologically, you need to go through the right channel. Are those not the right channel? Are those not the corrupt channel? You go through the registration of election, then you probably will begin to gather some money to buy votes. And then if you manage to get some, then you begin to get some money to bribe the electoral officers so that they can at least report your results for you. And then you have to go, the whole thing they call the right channel, they control it. And there is no way you will pass through that channel unscathed without having to go into a deal with the devil. Don't lie to yourself. Don't pretend for any reason. Or else, you will just be like our own Omoyele Sowore, that they have every tool to stop. Even if the entire youth of Nigeria, 60 million of you vote for Sowore, it will be reading into Atifku, into Tifnumbu, and every other people they want you to read into their account. You will then protest. We will shut down the whole place. We will do this and that. Oh yeah, go and shut down now. Maybe then revolution will now be, then you will now realize that no be election go resolve our more. You need to go above the system. So they created that channel. They created it. You go through the INEC, you go through this, they clear you there, they clear you here. And if they feel like you want to become a big trouble, what would they do? They just get some random people together. They will take you to their own court, their kangaroo court, from your bed, where you are planning how to work out, how to battle this and get this done, blah, 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 blah. Bring people together. There will be a court judgment that says they should arrest you because they found Igbo inside your shoe. I said, which one be you find the Igbo inside? It's a crime. A presidential candidate cannot be having a Igbo. And so that's it. Before you know it, you will be going from one court to another. They will say, lock him up, push him for his hand. Last, all of you now, where they call themselves their agents, mobilizer and everything, they will identify you. Now, all of you now will jump fence, the enter border, Ghana, Togo, Cotonou, everybody away. They will say, how far about the election? I say, election. They don't kill some of us, so some of us don't. You know what I mean? They are telling you to go through their channel. They want to know if you have what it takes. Now, you see, they own it. They own the channel. You have to go above it. But some of you feel like going above it is going to take a while. Therefore, you want to try your luck. You will just be like our own Showore. Go above it. Be like Nnamdi Kanu. Be like Nnamdi Kanu. Be like Sunday Igboho. Be like Maiyegun. Be like people who don't believe in a rotten system that is a program to favor those who brought us to this level. And if the system was actually working right, I mean, we have a lot stake against stake against us somehow, yeah. But the system is against us already, and they are telling us to go through it. No, you don't have to go through it. You have to go over it, and that doesn't make you a rebel or a problem. I don't know. You're just a rebel to those who are benefiting from a rotten system, and they need you to validate their criminality through the process they gave to you. The due process. Follow the process. You follow them, enter Canaan. But we need to make sure that our hands are not idle. Our hands does not become the devil's workshop. There is no devil in Mecca that you are going to stone. I apologize to you if you feel somehow. This is not mocking your faith. Trust me, it's not. If you want to really, really do it, instead of stoning the Shaytan in Makkah, or let me put it this way. For those of you who have been to Makkah on pilgrimage and you have stoned Shaytan, you know it inside your mind that when you are stoning Shaytan, somehow in your mind, you wish that's a criminal politician in Nigeria that they are calling Alhaji this, Alhaja that, Dickness this, Pastor that, Reverend this, Deacon that, all those kind of names they give to those rogues who have made life hell in Nigeria. You would wish they just appear and you stone them. Imagine that. So that is why I keep saying that sometimes if you are aware, if you know that you can stone Shaytan, you should begin to learn how to stone the Shaytan, which is the physical human form. The Shaytan you are stoning in Mecca is just to fulfill one of the pillars of Islam, of Hajj, one of the process, what do you call it? When you go for Hajj, pilgrimage. However, if you want to stone the real Shaytan, the Shaytan you should be stoning at the Shaytan who took healthcare away from your people, from you and your children and your people. The politicians who took away the good roads away from you. The politicians who took away the good education system for your children, which is actually their future if they really care, but they never cared anyway, right? That is the Shaytan. That is the Satani. Are you with me? The politicians who could let you just go to bed in the dark, in perpetuity, we call it a national grid. No electricity, no nothing. The politicians who could go to bed powering their own homes with in China imported electricity generator, and then the following day he's out there and said, I'm fighting for my people. That is the Shaytan. The Shaytan you go to in Makkah, that one is to fulfill religious what do you call it, a pillar of Islam. Or you see the real ones are now, in order for you to know that the Nigerian politicians are mad. They are actually really, really mad. And they don't give a damn about God. They can shout on God and call God here, God there. They don't believe in it. It's so unfortunate that that is the mumu button of so many Nigerians. They quickly jump in, say, you know that man, do you know how many people is sent to Mecca every year? How is that one now? Is that the reason why he was elected? It's part of it. There are people who want to go and pray. I say, if he actually cares about sending people to Mecca to go and pray, he sent you to Mecca to go and pray for hospital, to go and pray for good life, to go and pray for security. And at the same time, they are looting the money meant for security, hiring quacks that they will never pay or train. Now you can't sleep in your own home. Can you not see the manipulation? And people say you can't actually deceive God. But they don't care. They don't care or believe in any God. So you should stop being manipulated and be giving excuses for them. Look at a fake Pastor Ruga. Osinbajo, what do you want him to do? He's just a vice president. How do you want him to do, he's not the president now. Maiyegun, let us reason like, don't reason be weary. Don't bobo also. You see that story that Osinbajo Ikene Shatabandu is just extra tire. You can say that to mugus like you. And if you are not a mugu and you think you probably see one of us here on this platform as one of your mugus, there demirawo or there demirawo. Agbiwamora. In any way. Pastor Ruga, fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, special advisor to Bukwari on burial arrangements, condolences matters, and trader money, market money, popularly known as Abuwuri Baba Oja. The man that fly and crashed in a shopper when he was moving millions that he believed he was going to use or he was using to lift 100 million people out of poverty. How mad is that? How mad is that? As a pastor, this guy spent over ₦1 trillion sharing money because they wanted to lift people out of poverty. Who gave the idea? Who gave the approval? Who gave the money? Who crashed the shopper? Even when shopper crashed, the way started using young shark growers to move money. All because he wanted to take millions of people out of poverty. Professor of law, senior advocate of nonsense, fake Pastor Ruga, and you will come here and say, he's a pastor. Come on, pastor, kill you there. Now. We are not all as dumb as the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Almajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons. We are not all like them, bros. We are not. Ikene Shatabandu, fake Pastor Ruga, is part and parcel of this calamitous legacy of Bukwari. Is where in the whole world that the vice president of a country is sharing money everywhere all over the country, fighting poverty, and how 10,000 naira to start a business. Honestly, if you are a member of APC and you think say you are saying, Baba, that's one of the lies that mad people they tell themselves. I am all right. Nothing is wrong with me. What is wrong if I decide to just open the window now and get down, and when I get down I have to jump that fence was there so I can go get myself a pint of milk? I'm not mad. I'm quite all right. That's how the APC, that's how they think, that's how they reason. He's involved. He came up with the idea. How do we fight poverty in Nigeria? They said, lifeless mannequin, Bukwari. That one is going to lead the fight against terror. Oh dear. Fake Pastor Ruga is going to lead the fight against the economy. And they will turn around Nigeria and create jobs. They recruited all these redemption, all these children, all of them some of them are in the colleges, universities in 2015. They boboed them, fake Pastor Ruga. They boboed them. They said, you are doing this for your future. You are doing this for your future. The economy is going to be great. We are going to create jobs. We are going to create millions of jobs. Blah, 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 blah. They went to different quarters in Redeemed Church all over Nigeria. They recruited all these young kids. Some of them in their late teens, and they are in their early 20s. They gave them computers, they gave them phones, they gave them data, they gave them everything they could use to go and lie to other people, because Pastor Ruga, people, they cost them, they ordinarily. That is why what they do to you right now, after this whole failure, before the failure, then they came in. They said that in Nigeria, these people, they are going to be creating how many jobs a year that Pastor Ruga said they were going to be creating? I don't know if some of you still remember his voice. Pastor Ruga, we will work with you. Remember that? We will work with you, Lori Raw. We will do this and that, Lori Raw. You remember?
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Yeah, Pastor Ruga. You remember that? He's their star boy. He's their poster boy. 13.5 million Nigerians jobless in 2014, 2015. 13 million out of school children in 2015. People living in poverty in Nigeria were put somewhere around 80 million before 2015. Nigeria was generating about 6,000 megawatts, distributing 3,500 megawatts before 2015. Nigeria refineries, they were working at 60% capacity before 2015. The insecurity back then was limited to the northeast in northern Nigeria before 2015. But when fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, special advisor to Bukwari on condolences matters, burial arrangements, and then trader money, brought their magic job creation economic policy for Nigerians that they use young people to lie to. It was time to deliver. They started calling on Jesus Christ. We said, no, don't call Jesus now. We did not vote for Jesus. They voted for you. Do what you said you would do. Then suddenly they came out with something called hand power. I mean, it was one of the most ridiculous, wasteful policy. But you know, poverty in Nigeria, Shakpa, they shy everybody, everywhere. People, they try survive. They are suffering, but they are still smiling. So if now empower we see, we go manage them. It's ridiculous. Do you want me to tell you the program? It was an haphazardly put together lie, scheme, just to loot the system and then dump those dumbos. That's what they planned. Let's do that for the media up. Okay. We want to give employment to people. But before they started giving employment, within the first year, the number of unemployed people in Nigeria jumped from 13.5 million to over 40. People are now saying that it's now over, over 90 million people will not get job again. That is massive. Oh. Now you can understand why the poverty is massive as well. Why the crime is also massive as well. Because a lot of people have lost their jobs. Some people have run away, escaped, japa. Even our brother away japa to Ukraine. We are praying that all of them find their way back to Nigeria as we speak. In 6 years, more than 35 to 40 million Nigerians lost their jobs officially. Nigeria refineries stopped working from 60% to 0%. Nigeria national electricity grid collapsed 3 times to 0. Nigeria's debt skyrocketed. Your naira crashed. What do we do? What shall we do? Let us, we promise these people that we're going to be giving their children a meal a day. Now, I believe I said the children, we will promise 1 meal a day for school. Listen, that their parents go, they eat 1 meal a day now. Now, poverty don't they wear skirts, they wear suits, or they wear jumpers and all of that. Come put on sneakers. We can't they make them bounce like say we know if we catch up with them. Poverty is moving mad in Nigeria. Let's help them end power. The most ridiculous idea. That was Osinbajo's idea. Do you know that? It was his idea, economic idea, a plutocracy idea, somewhere how to make themselves richer. Let's help the people. Let's help the people by robbing them. End power. 30,000 naira a month. We are going to train you how to teach. We are going to train you how to make soap. We are going to train you how to repair phones. We're going to train you and send you into the villages as extra teachers. We're going to do this and that. They promised them again. We are going to employ 10 million. Oh boy. Scam. It's a pity, Alma. You see? It's Olomaja Jonje Otawa. Is that not the prayer that people say? They will say, Olomaja Jonje Otawa. May God not let us look up to our enemies before we feed. That's the kind of prayer that people always say, amen. Oh. But me, I know they say amen to that. You know why? May you not find yourselves in a situation whereby your friends, they are not cooking and you are starving. The only people cooking, now your enemies. May you not find. Now the stage you say, you go eat to survive. And I think that's the situation that, what do you call it? My friends who got the end power job. Waiting your papa do. Maiyegun, you always condemn everything. Your papa never do anything. See, these people, yes, they promised, they said, but now they are doing it. What's your problem, Maiyegun? I said, na scam. Number one, they're not going to pay you. Number two, you're not going to get any job. You just want chop your own from national cake. Now, your case go be like, say, it go be like people where go rob bank. You go enter bank, you rob bank. You say, hey, we don't carry money. You get, you say, oh, Mo count the money. And some will say, no, you don't count the money. Wait for 8 p.m. news. If it appears on the news, they will tell us how much. You get what I mean now? So it's like a scheme to rob Nigeria, and they will use it and say, we want to help the poor people. You get what I mean now? So they are not going to give you the money. You are just going to, it's like a Ponzi scheme. You're just going to validate that they pay the money. But they say, Maiyegun, shut up your mouth. Not be everything person they say, no, wahala, na here they. And so they start empower. Some of them don't even understand what the empower is. They just signed up. The first time they opened their portal, or more, I think about 40 million. Yeah, I think it was about 40 million people, jobless people who signed up in 24 hours. 40 million jobless people. Last, now the empower people, Oshiba the fake Pastor Ruga, empower people. Now them come they send message to me a year after that. Maiyegun, please, can you help us broadcast? Can you help us tell the whole world that they have not paid us? We, the second batch empower. I say, sure. What about your training? I think they will give you a job, and say no, they will only pay us 3 months. That 3 months is when they are going to say they are training us. After the 3 months, then you wait for them to deploy you. If they don't fit deploy you anywhere, Baba, go find your level. If not primary school somewhere, you go and start teaching. That's your issue. Nothing, they are waiting for another batch. Because people, we won't collect the 30,000 naira for 3 months. That is what they call them power, job creation. And guess what? Even at that, they could barely enroll 200,000. Can you believe that? 40 million jobless, starving, hungry, poor, pretending on social media, making it look like Nigeria. Shut up your mouth. We are supporting our country. Nigeria is going to be a great country. You're not going to make Nigeria a great country by just saying it. How can you not see that? You can't make a country great by just saying it. This country is going to be a great country, Maiyegun. Maiyegun, I know that you are determined always, this country, this Nigeria, by the grace of God, is going to be a great country. I say, Olodo, you don't make a country great by saying or wishing. Let's pray. We pray that Nigeria will be so great and all of that. Story. 40 million people unemployed, 200,000 got enrolled, their money never paid, and they continue to tell others that wait for your turn, for your batch, wait for your batch, wait for next batch, wait for the next batch. They call they send me message, Maiyegun, help us tell the whole world they have not paid us. So I say, no. Me, Maiyegun, you know that me, when I say it and it doesn't make any sense to you, you abuse me. Then when it makes sense to you later, you come back and say, man, I hate that. I agree with Maiyegun because I never believe Safi agree with this Maiyegun. You will agree with me. So if you don't agree with me right now, I'm not in a rush. They said Maiyegun help us. I said, see, don't deceive yourself. Talking about it, it's just gonna be like I'm gonna laugh at you. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you. So I'm not gonna be your friend in that part because whatever I say, it's not ever gonna happen. There are pensioners. There are people who will be pensioners. There are people who are collecting half salaries in some states in Nigeria, collecting 2,700 naira every month salary in Kogi State. They can't scream out. They are there. They are still shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria. A lot of people are there. So your 30,000 naira, they promise you. They don't want to be in Muguni. But are you even ready to even never prepare yourself or get yourself set up again to be scammed? Oh, majority of you are already waiting to be scammed. Pastor Ruga. I prefer Pastor Ruga than Tifnumbu. Are you not setting yourself up? Are you not setting your friends up? The thing is that I prefer Pastor Ruga. I prefer Later you will now come and say, this person disappointed us. No. You set yourself up. That's what you did. Or that's what you're doing. You are setting yourself up for that broken heart and all of that. So that's why we are saying that, hey, Maiyegun, what should we do now? Oh, man, stop pretending. You know what to do. If you have to choose, would you choose the same rogue telling you and promising you heaven and earth, speaking big grammar, holding different beautiful symposium, paying people to come into a gathering, giving flowery speeches to convince and lie to you again? Would you rather go with them, or would you rather set your path to the future you want to feature in? Yoruba nation now. When you have that ideology, when you have that mentality, when you begin to live it, when you begin to talk it, when you begin to experiment it, when you begin to dream it that way, then you bet it. It is 100% possible. When you believe it, well, it's your choice. Don't pretend if you say we should, then we should, what should we do? No, come on. Don't make it that kind of hard on yourself. Stop making it. In fact, some people have made up their mind that they don't have two choices. They only have one choice to pick, and they have picked this one. They don't want to be part of this contraption anymore. No, they don't want to be. And whatever it's going to take, I mean, however long it's going to take, they are ready to commit towards that. At least that is something worthy than wasting your time, wasting your energy, wasting your resources, even wasting our lives, trying to prove that maybe it's the kind of people that, maybe if you get some right people there. Fake Pastor Ruga is a pastor. He's a pastor. Femi Oponu Adeshina is a pastor. Do you know that? These are people that ordinarily their output, what you see about them and what they do, should be your reference, not what they tell you in the Bible or in the Quran and the rest of that to hoodwink and brainwash and lie to you. How can you not, want it differently? Somebody sent me this video. Watch.
Give me the key. Give me my key. Happy! Give me my key. Happy! Give me my key. They're not born you.
You see? And I think they also sent me another one. I believe it's hang on. I think stays. I think maybe this.
Give me the money. I said, give me the money. Give me the money. What is this you are doing? Give me the money. Don't worry, give me the money. Give me the money.
I don't vote for army,
That's why they come here.
I don't vote for army.
Yes, after you are behaving like a lance corporal, a private soldier. Don't worry, give me the money. That's the only thing I need from you. Give me the money.
Just give her face now. Give her.
This is not the money. It's give me the one you collected from that trailer. See, give me the one you collected from that trailer.
That country you want defend? Soldier they beg for money on motorway, expressway. Soldier because he has, they all have guns. So practically that's what it feels like out there. So when they manage to capture them on camera like that, it's just to give you an insight, the picture of what it actually feels like, or some of you actually know what it feels like, or what it looks like, or what it is like back there. So I don't know what is motivating you. You get what I mean? But again, I will advise, let's choose our poison very carefully. It's an advice. Baba T, thank you very much for that. And I'm going to quite read your super chat tonight. So I'm thinking I should take a few calls just before we go, because we still have about half an hour to go. However, Baba T, thanks for that. I don't know which one is more painful, the fact that VP Oshibade is a professor of law, or that he claims to be a pastor. I look forward to him destroying his mentor in thief. That's going to be Tinubu. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea, okay? And when I get back, yeah, I think I will take a few calls before we call it a night. Don't go anywhere, and you can keep yourself kind of, busy with this. So I have managed to get myself so I have my first caller. I said we're going to have to manage at the time tonight. Hello there.
Maiyegun.
Sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Maiyegun.
I have a problem with you. This is the second time you are calling. You always listen to your programming, your TV. You don't listen to your phone. And you always say, hello, Maiyegun, waiting for you to say something on the TV. I don't like that. I'm going to stop taking your call, okay? Because I recognize that number. When they call in, right, they will be holding the phone. They will be listening to the program. Then they'll be talking, waiting for their own voice on the screen, talking, waiting for their voice. I don't want that, please. Be smart enough, please. Hello.
My brother, Maiyegun, I've been the jump there. Peter General, may I fair hail you? Not best to talk. May I fair hail you, man?
Bless you, Baba.
My brother, they fine. I've been the happy, they smile, they love the whole matter yesterday. Oh boy, after you don't talk tired this evening, man. I say, God, who caused us like this? Who caused us like this? Bible say, if God no happy with people, he go give them wicked leaders.
So they say.
Waiting happen to us. But conversely, we thank God. Or whether not Biafra nation, whether not Yoruba nation, where they struggle to come up now, we know say there not be this kind of leaders and be people that are blessing upon our lives. So they even know say we get such people where they spearhead this movement.
Yes.
So, my brother, this evening I just call in solidarity with everything where you they do, everything where all of us where they agitate, they do, just to say all of us sit there together in this one boat.
Yeah.
But looking at Nigeria, my brother, it is depressing. It is so depressing. How can human beings ever imagine to continue living like this, my brother?
It's sad, but it won't change the fact that there are people who are not comfortable with the arrangement. So we just have to find them, build the build the line, and you know, see how that happens. I mean, what happens?
Brother, we need to fight. Everybody where they listen, we need to fight. You know me, they always they talk one. They always they talk one thing. We be say now talk now it be. Now just in a few years from now, people go begin to understand this one thing why they talk. We never know who we be, my brother. We don't know who we are yet. We don't yet know who we are. We are a people that are missing their identity, their true identity. And I know that the Alano of Yoruba land, the Alano knows what I'm talking about. His statement yesterday already told me he understands who we are. And if you talk too much about who we are, there are some powers that will fight you. Even right now, as they hear that we are already standing up, we want to become who we really are. Yes. They are shaking, my brother. They are shaking. The whole world is there. I'm not talking about Fulani is a Fulani now Kokoro.
They are just fragments.
Where the people where they fear. The people where they fear right now, not the Fulani, my brother. Now the people where they call world power. Now they look Yoruba nation, say, waiting and they do so. Then they look Biafra, waiting and they do. Then they look you, my brother, Maiyegun. They say, waiting and they do. Because Bible says, shall a nation be built in a day? For God say, yes, it shall be. That nation, it will rise up in a day. God bless you. God bless all everybody will support all these movements.
Thank you.
God bless everyone and strengthen everyone and keep us alive to see the victory of our race in Jesus' name.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. Right. So, hello.
Alive to see the
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. You know what? Please just keep the phone and ignore the
This
broadcast,
is Paul from
please.
South Africa. I'm not. Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
sir. Okay,
just
sir.
talk to me on the phone only. Forget about the
Maiyegun.
broadcast now. Let's talk like we're on the phone together now. Then we won't have any delay. So you can talk, I can talk, and it will make sense. Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yes, sir. Yes. This is Paul from South Africa, Maiyegun.
Amazing.
You are more than a professor. You are everything. The only man who can handle serious and very dangerous situation and analyze it. I'm support of I'm your lover from South Africa.
God bless you. You need to meet Tunde. You and Tunde should connect.
The first time of you.
Bless you.
I need his number, Maiyegun.
I will get it for you.
This is his number.
I will get it for you. Sorry, we're having a network issue there. If I'm still on there, waiting on my bro. What?
Of many people around the
Okay. That network is not doing us well, bro. It's so bad. Maybe you should take it off the house Wi-Fi for now and use your mobile network, and hopefully you can try back. Okay, let me take another one if you can hear me. Okay, so sad I couldn't hear you now. Honestly, it's terrible, the network. Let me take this. So sorry, bro, because he's been like that so consistently trying to speak on this program, but somehow this network is such a mess there, I believe. Hello. Oh, hang on. Let me link you up to the proper. Yeah, that's you now, sir. Hello, sir.
This is Akiola from Houston.
How are you tonight, sir? This afternoon.
Nice to be talking to you again.
It's a pleasure.
Like I promised, people are trying to test me and should donate money to this cause, and I will tell them how to get through.
You always have that. You always have that secret, and you said you're probably never going to really share it before you kick down the queue. But I'm glad to have you.
So getting to the night today's topic.
Yes, sir.
I understand some people who will say that look, between the two evils, this one it seems to be not wrong and all that kind of stuff. But my question to them, we understand that Buhari is Fulani and is going to defend his people. When Osinbajo speaks for Yoruba people, we have a lot of our people that are refugees in the Republic. This guy
he never even acknowledged that. Talk less of speaking for them. Never.
And give a beautiful speech and all that kind of stuff. People hating him is not even looking at paper, even though he's using teleprompter to read whatever I was reading. But at the end, the reality is that, look, if you are in a position of power and you see people being mistreated the way they are, your own people, just because you want to leak some heart, you decide to remain calm. How would I have been campaigning for Osinbajo today if he had resigned from this government from integrity and say that, oh, to hell with you guys, this is a government of people. Look at how you're killing my people. Look at what is going on.
I'm not going to be part of this anymore. I don't want my name in it. Yeah. I'm resigning. I'm leaving. They'll be like, why should you resign? Because even those people who defend him, sir, they are like them. The people that are dying, the ones that are defending the criminals, they don't care about who dies. As long as their leaders are, kind of protected that way, they believe, until they become victims too.
Nothing.
They don't care.
Nothing. As a vice president of Nigeria,
no.
You see the Fulani killing so much. Even the king of Katsina claimed that the people kidnapped me are Fulani. So there's nobody is debating this. Even they themselves know. They know what is going on in the country.
They do. And
we have a vice president who refuses to talk, who is cowed down by these people, and more or less preaching to us to accept Ruga. And is that what we are going to be voting for? I don't understand.
No, so, it's not happening. We are not going to be part of that. That's how people mess. Never.
And the second thing, and also should say, is that look, when people look at us and say, "Oh, Yoruba nation cannot be successful," the Western power, they fear Yoruba nation. They poured the incursion of the British into our land. Yoruba was already, we have king in Oyo, we have Oyombe that can impeach the king if he misbehaves. We have form of senate and all those things. I mean, a very formalized system of government before these people came in.
Yes.
They came in, they fear us in such a way that the British cannot handle the Dua people alone. So they have to divide Yoruba into other countries, to Benin Republic. Give that one to the French. Give that one to these people so that they can weaken our people and the determination of our people to form a country that works well for and meet the need of their people. So in essence, people should realize what we are facing and that the part that a Yoruba nation coming together will be better than UK or France or all these places if they can make them to work. We had the first television before France. And this is where we are today. Just because of so much power, external influence. Who has run for the position of presidency of Nigeria that is more philosophical? I know that I give that to Zig than Awolowo.
I mean, still on record, there's none. Of course, there's none.
That the British have to invite this man and say, look, will you maintain Queen interest in Nigeria to become president and all that, and the way he replied them and all that. And the people that, we advise everybody online to go and listen to Aaron Smith. The speech he gave is on YouTube, Aaron Smith. Maybe Maiyegun to play it to us one day so that you can understand the dynamic of Nigeria. This man was in charge of Nigeria when Nigeria was fighting for independence. And now the British and now all these people defrauded this country and imposed the Fulani oligarchy on Nigeria so that these people are silly, so that they can be using them to continue to defraud our people. So I hope Maiyegun himself will look at it one day and play
share
it
that
so
with
that
us
we
on
can
here.
understand,
Smith.
understand the dynamic of what is happening in our country. So I'm not going to take too much of your time tonight so that other people can have opportunity to talk.
I know.
Please, let's keep the faith. Yoruba nation will be great. Biafra will be great. Yes. We can do a lot for ourselves.
Yes.
So don't give up or don't allow them to discourage you with fake election that goes on in the country.
No.
We are stronger than all of them.
We are stronger than we can imagine. That's what Abba Kyari said yesterday. He said, we are stronger than we thought. And that is true.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Don't let us lose focus. You know, comrades, let's focus and keep fighting for what belongs to us.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Stay safe, sir. Nice one. So, hello, ma.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, ma.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine. I kind of like what is going on with this useless man, Baba Kyari.
Oh, Tifnu.
You see the Supreme Law Court that they used to, for one of their governor in one of the whatever state, that they said that the vote belonged to the politicians. That is the vote they will use for Tinubu. Go and watch out. Because I've never heard a country that said vote belongs to the politicians before. A Supreme Court of the country is telling the voters that their vote doesn't count. Or what does that mean?
They don't matter. That means they don't really matter in the scheme of things. But we all knew that. Is that not why they will call it poverty validation card? Is that not every election you go and validate it? Now they will now tell you that wait till they validate, you don't even understand it. You know what I mean?
So what is the meaning of we the people then if our vote doesn't count?
That's the number one scam.
Maiyegun,
yeah, that's number one scam. We the
Maiyegun,
people.
I like what is going on with Tinubu. They just watch them and laugh very well. Tinubu is inside now crying like anything. If you see all the people, all those Tinubu supporters on Facebook, if you see how they are getting mad, betrayer. I said it's good for you guys. They will join us.
They call him
Maiyegun, don't worry. They will join us. We are getting there. Thank you. Okay. Bye bye.
I know that's one thing that is people see it as prophecy, but we can tell that reading the room is not far. It's not really hard to tell. Hello there.
Hey, hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
How are you today?
I'm very well.
I'm fine. You? That's good.
Good one.
My name is Olatunji Babatunde. I'm calling from Chicago.
Olatunji. Did you say Olatunji?
Olatunji.
Babatunde. Bless you. Now, you are live and everyone can hear you, Baba. Go on. From Chicago.
Okay. So, yeah, first of all, I listened to what Baba said yesterday. That's a good introduction, a good practice. What I want to bring out in that is like, maybe we should do, as this program, as your program is going on now, anybody that call, I want you to like, that's a suggestion anyway. I won't say that I want you to.
Man. Go for it.
That you can like, take everybody's name as a data. You start, that will stand as a data for us. The name, local government they belong to, probably at home, if they are truly Yoruba. Local government they belong to, and the kind of work they are doing, wherever they are. That will stand as a data. You know, so if you remember that Baba talked about it yesterday. Somebody called to talk about it yesterday.
Yes.
I wanted to pass people that couldn't get in. So it's a kind of suggestion. You know,
we are working on something, on the issue of that data. We are working on something that when it reached the stage of introduction, I will tell you, you're all going to be proud of it. Trust me. In that regard of, collecting data and then using the same data for other purposes.
Okay, that's first thing.
I'll share that.
Then concerning the signature as well, I employ everybody to please try their best because I'm monitoring that signature every day. I'm monitoring it.
Do you know that this is my own day thought, right? And they have told me that, on MaiyegundsDiary Politico, where I promoted it, so which makes me, we have over almost 8,000 people who have liked the post itself alone, right? And through that, we have seen substantial
contribution from that part too. So yeah, we are all monitoring it, but there are other things as well going on behind the scene. But you want to say something about that?
I mean, as much as possible, we can, tell everybody at home, even at home and here, everywhere. Like me and my family now, we have already signed it. We even told all other our friends that they should please sign this thing. We need it. So concerning that, then last one, if I will not take your time, please.
Yeah.
The last one is we keep telling our people at home. A lot of people don't know what is going on. A lot of people, and even those people that even know about it, they've already, manipulated their brain. Please, keep on telling people. I find it difficult to even see people that, even educated people that they don't even know anything about what is going on in that country. Even educated people, a professor will kneel down in front of stupid pastor and be like saying amen for nothing, for what is not even count in that country.
It is what it is. But like you said, we have to keep saying and keep talking until it gets to them. We have to. We just have to.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You and your family.
Thank you.
Please keep up. Thank you, Maiyegun.
God bless you. Let me go take care of that woman. Is that a boy or girl?
I think she's the girl.
She's the girl. Great. So I think she managed to stay. Well, you are in America, so it's right afternoon in your place. She needs that attention. Go give it to her, please.
We should be taking notes of everybody.
Small, exactly, yeah. But nevertheless, I think that attention, she's giving us enough, allowed you to speak to us. Go give her that attention, please. I can tell. Take care, Baba. Nice one, eh? Nice one. That's Babatunde Olatuji from Chicago. Guys, this is where we're going to draw the curtains, okay? I know some of you really want to call in and you would love this to continue. Let me tell you one secret here. I'm beginning to feel like when Yewande, my daughter, arrives in May, possibly it may come close to when I'm going to get a new place and I'm going to have a new space, and which means I'm going to have my proper studio in my house. And I can, I can be with you for as long as I want to be without having to keep everybody awake. So for now, we'll draw the curtains and I'm going to see you some other time. Okay. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today, from wherever and all over the place that you've joined, right? I hope that my message will probably hit the right chord in you if it hasn't before now, or if you have been a regular MaiyegunsDiary Politico adherent supporter, people who are from the Temple of Truth. I bet I have watered the garden again. In your heart, where you keep the truth that you believe are substantial enough to guide you into making decisions that are life-changing. That's what we do. Either you stick with the status quo or you go for something different. That decision are life-changing decisions. So to my friends, the brethren on the Temple of Truth, those who have accepted this truth, those who are living this truth, those who are spreading this message, in those hearts of yours, I call them the garden that I must always water with the truth. New information, conversation that kind of makes us, to get a little bit shaken out of our comfort zones and all of that. To you, I have done my job. And to you, you can go to the world. You have key things to say. Make somebody reason. And let us save somebody from the clutches, the hands of these scavengers, these scroungers, these opportunists, these pickpockets. I'm talking about these greedy, selfish individuals who are supposed to be governing, but rather they are ruling. Your choice. You can choose your poison as you would love it. I wish I could spend more time with you tonight, but this is where we're going to stop. And I hope I see you again the next time. If you enjoyed this and this is your first time, or this is not your first time, or you've never really subscribed to MaiyegunSdiary Politico, I think you should check it out. Subscribe. If you haven't really liked this video, come on. You don't want to je ogunlowo. Are you with me? So like that video, because that is your offerings. You don't give it twice. And if you're just joining me as well, you haven't really missed much, okay? Just skip the music from the beginning and you can watch the rest. Whatever works for you. I'll see you some other time. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much for your prayers. And thanks for everything. Okay? Good evening and good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.